Hey, welcome back. Today's Swiss Army knife will be the Victorinox Fisherman. Stay tuned and we'll check it out. The Victorinox Fisherman has a long and slightly confusing history involving significant tool evolutions and is heavily intertwined with the Victorinox Angler model. The original Fisherman could be found with red or blue scales and either back layer Phillips or a Corkscrew. Now the blue scale versions do come with a premium in the collector's market today. The modern distinction used by collectors came about in the 1970s. And this distinction calls the models with the back layer Phillips the Fisherman model, and models with the back layer Corkscrew the Angler model. So what we see here, I'm going to call a 1980 to 1985 Fisherman model. It is 91 millimeters, 4 layers wide, right at 11/16 of an inch, scale to scale. Now it features red cellidor scales, but as mentioned, some were available with blue scales, and has a metal inlay that later became a screen printing depicting a fish, but it's actually a seahorse, on the bottom of the top scale. Now the Fisherman carried a US model number of 53541, and as we see on this model, we get our key ring in the pre-1991 location. We get our square Phillips screwdriver with no file, but we do have the can key. And this model of Phillips ran from 1975 to 1986. We get our pre-1985 reamer awl with the sharpened edge, but no sewing eye. Get our standard opening layer with the can opener precision screwdriver, but no patent stamp. We get the cap lifter, wire bender, and hollow ground screwdriver, but it's before 1985 because we do not have the 90-degree stop. We get the 1975 to 1992 pattern of scissors because we get the dual band spring, the screw instead of a rivet, and obviously we do not have a spring guiding groove yet because that was added in 1990. We get our fish scaler, which is a single bevel that does include the measuring scale. We have our hook disgorger, and this does have a magnetic tip. And the magnetic tip version ran from 1975 until 1986 when we dropped the magnetic tip. We get our standard main blade. And for tang stamps, we get Victorinox Switzerland Stainless Ross Fry, the Officer Suisse with the bow and arrow, the plus sign that touches. This tang stamp ran from 1976 to 1986. We get our standard pen blade, which came about in 1973 and is current today. We get our scale tools to include the toothpick, and the tweezers, which are the post 1978 version with the plastic tip. And another look at that metal inlay, and my nail does catch this one, so that is a true metal inlay on this model. Now some related models to this are the 5-layer Fisherman Plus that adds the wood saw, the 5-layer Fisherman Deluxe that adds the metal saw, the Angler at 4 layers that replaces the Phillips with a Corkscrew, or after 1986 adds the Pliers, which is what we're more familiar with today as the Angler. And then there's an older 5-layer variant that adds the metal saw, which has an intertwined, confusing history with the Fisherman Deluxe. But if you like these videos, thumbs up, subscribe below, and as always, I appreciate your time, stay tuned, and be nice to one another.